What's going on, everybody? Steve from Scroll Rips here. Decided to make a different video than some of the ones that we've been making recently, based on the suggestions from some of you that have joined us on the TikTok lives, just kind of asking what my collection looks like and that sort of thing. I have it kind of spread out between binders and top loaders and one-touch cases. So I thought it would be better to make videos, a couple videos here of it, spread it out so you guys don't get too bored or too impatient waiting for some of the big stuff. But we got some good stuff in the collection there. We've got slabs, we've got modern cards, we've got big chase cards, we've got some unique vintage cards, anything you can really imagine. Some from my original childhood collection, all the way up to having gotten back into things here with stuff like Cosmic Eclipse and XY, Sword and Shield, Scarlet Violet, and the beginning of Mega here. So make sure you stay tuned. Hope you check out the whole episode here, and make sure you come back for the next part as well. Each one's going to be full of bangers, so stick around. Appreciate you guys. Also, if you're not already, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you maybe leave a comment if you like what you see. We're going to be making a Discord as well here. Get that up and running so we can all share our collections on there and some other stuff and kind of build up that community aspect. So a lot of good stuff coming. Thanks, guys. Let's go take a look. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and take a look. Bear with me as I try to find a spot that was big enough to kind of encompass everything here. So we're going to start off with part of my favorite series here and set with 151 and some of my vintage cards, a lot of them also from my original collection, all the way back 25 years or so. So here we go. So this is top loader binder number 1, and we've got our Japanese 151. All the starter lines I've completed, both English and Japanese. Particularly the mega hits are what you're going to find in here. I did hit a God pack that had the Bulbasaur or the Blastoise and Charizard line. So these are those cards from that God pack. The hardest one for me to hit was the Bulbasaur AR. Took me forever. Only got one out of an entire case. And then we have some of the other SARs. Not all of them. I didn't pull all of them. Some of them came out from single purchases or maybe some trades or something from card shows. So here we go. Glare on the Spoon Man, Alakazam, all the full arts. Then we get into the trainers. Finish that page. Then we got all the ARs, all the beautiful artworks, the Machoke. Got the EXs, we put them in there as well. Got a separate binder with all of the commons and uncommons. It's just a non-top loader binder. Then we've got some of the Master Balls here, right? We've got the Squirtle Master Ball, Ivysaur, Charmeleon. Some of the other ones I thought were pretty cool that we had pulled were Hitmonchan there, Ditto. I've got several of the Mewtwo's. This is just one in the top loader. And we got Pinsir and Clefairy, Dratini, Champ, Kadabra. So that concludes the Japanese portion. And then now we have the English 151. So Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur. I was fortunate enough to pull a Demigod pack, and this is the line of the Blastoise, Wartortle, Squirtle. Again, some of these I had to buy some of the singles, and then some I pulled on my own. I went pretty hard on the set in terms of buying my own stuff, so was able to pull a lot of them. Obviously, Snorlax is a promo out of the ETB. rest of the ARs, all the full arts here. And just the X's there. And then we start getting into some of the good stuff here. The good old stuff, I should say. That's Blastoise I've had since I was a kid. One of the first singles that I actually bought ever as a collector. Venusaur that I pulled. The Champ first edition, not worth a whole lot because I think they were part of a starter deck. And that one's kind of beat up, but I got that from, I think, a trade. That Raichu is holographic, kind of hard to tell with a little bit of the glare. But a lot of good stuff here. A lot of stuff out of the base set, a couple Chanseys. I did pull that a couple times. Clefairy, Hitmonchan, Pinsir. One of my favorite, Kangaskhan, first edition holo. Scyther is also one of my favorite. Got the Vaporeon holo. Got the Dragonite Fossil holo. Raichu, Haunter, Gengar. Big time. A lot of fossil stuff. I tried to set this up as, you know, jungle, base set, and fossil. But then, as I was putting some up together, base set 2 here. Venusaur, definitely pulled that one. Lieutenant Surges, like the buzz. So like Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge, love those. Rocket Scyther, so Team Rocket. The Koga, that one's the first edition. Missy Seadra. Lieutenant Surges, Fearow. Dark Slowbro, all these good stuff. Here's some of the non-holos of the vintage that I thought were cool. I kept in there. Then we got the Agent Mew, which was a promo for the movie back in the day. Probably one of my favorite cards of all time right here is the Japanese Mew in Fossil. It wasn't in the Fossil set in English, but a family friend did travel to Japan back in the day and bought some packs back, and I was fortunate enough to actually pull the Mew, and yeah, it's just one of my favorite cards. Super nostalgic for me. Anytime I see it, it takes me back to my childhood. And Heracross, we got some Neo, Typhlosion. Typhlosion's really sick one. This Pikachu first edition. This Mew holo promo I got from a card show. Some legendary birds here, Zapdos, Rocket's Mewtwo, Blaine's Arcanine in English and Japanese, the Mew non-holo promo, Giovanni's Gyarados, Ninetales. So yeah, one of my favorite cards, so much so that I did buy a second one just to have 2 of them. So, and then we got some celebrations here. We got the Zard, Venusaur, Blastoise line, and we got the Umbreon, Gold Star, Mega Rayquaza, Xerneas, the Reshiram, Groudon, Professor's Research, Claydol, Hitmonchan, and then some more stuff that we got. Some of these out of a collection that I bought through auction. I think the Chansey was the Rocket's Trap. That's a first edition. Articuno, another Venusaur, another Chansey, first edition Rocket Snorlax, the Holo Aerodactyl. I never pulled a holo one. I had the non-holo rare. And then a Shadowless Clefairy, which is not in great shape, but nonetheless, still a cool card. So that's that first binder that I have. And then I actually have a ton more here. But one of the big ones, you can just see there, see Charizard from base set, right? Had to get the Charizard so I could complete the big 3 in a 6. And then Charizard from 151, Japanese, more of those. Another Mew from the promo of UPCs and Mewtwo. We got a bunch of first edition, Lieutenant Surges, Raichu, Pikachu, multiple of them. These are from the collection that I bought in auction. Blaine's Charmander, promo Pikachu from the movies, first edition Energy Holo, a bunch of these first editions, non-holo Kangaskhan, all these good stuff. This is Hollow Alakazam. Some more stuff from that collection that I bought. Magneton, Venomoth, another Kangaskhan Hollow, Poliwrath, Victory Bell, and Pinsir. And then I've got some other good ones here that are in card savers. These are the Entei from the movies promos. We've got that other, like I said, Master Ball. We've got more Blastoise that I pulled in English, Squirtle, Charizards. We've got Charizard SAR for Japanese, Muse, old Muse, which is really cool. And then I'm actually a huge Mewtwo fan, so I've got a kind of a big Mewtwo collection that I got this armored slab, the armored Mewtwo. And then we've got the Mewtwo V-Star from Crown Zenith, Mewtwo from Pokemon Go, V-Star Universe Mewtwo that I pulled, Mewtube, and then we've just got some common Mewtwo's that I've picked up throughout the past couple years of collecting. So that's part one, guys. Stay tuned. We got a lot more of the modern cards coming up and big hits. Appreciate it.